match your excuse me. You have to match your work, your essay, against the original skeleton essay. So that's what I was hoping we could do, because you've got a good question there, haven't you? Could you write? Wait a minute. The question is. Evaluate several
agricultural. Not the film.
Right. Now I just want to. That was question 3, and you were working from the example, but we're not allowed to do that. We have to recreate our own question. He was most insistent on that, but I think yours is probably.
This you mean this title has some problem.
There's no problem with it as far as I'm concerned, but I'm just evaluate a particular approach or innovation. In terms of its advantages and disadvantages in relation to agriculture. Great. Right. Now we change that then. In relation to agriculture. Great. All you do then is you write that up, because you've worked so hard on that evolution of a question. Oh, yes, there you are. Yeah. I can find your number. Oh, you found your number. Great. Raymond. Right. Okay, Raymond. Raymond number ends in 848. 848. So we're even recording a smell there. Gosh. Do you know, I used to hate being videoed, and now I just don't take any notice of it.
This is the essay?
That's right.
Oh my God.
Right. Oh, well, don't worry. 848. Just the same thing has happened to you as to most people. 848, that's it. This is what has happened. Oh, okay.
I heard from my roommate, not classmate, roommate. He said their result also come out. The mark is very, very.
Yes, and you'll see why. You'll see. That's why we're having this session. This seems to have happened to a number of people.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay, that's great, and I'm sure you'll get on very, very well with that.
I put it in this
cover, and this goes underneath, so we're altering this now.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Right, and if I write checked against skeleton question, checked okay against skeleton question. Right, now what's happened is it's quite simple. What you've done, what you've fallen into is major plagiarism. Major sort of like academic integrity issues, because when you look at the Turnitin report, this isn't this. So this is your essay. This is the Turnitin report. This is what's happened. These all show, even in the here, you've got plagiarism. Even here, you've got similarities with internet sources. Now, and here, even in the plan, you've got the same, and you've got similarities with student papers, and all this. You see, this shows like similarities that shouldn't have happened because you haven't changed the thing into your own words. You've even got things like this, which has turned up in a lot of other people's work as well. It looks as if you've, instead of going back and organising the sources yourself, you've taken the sources from someone else and had to change things like that for style, and that's why there's an overlap, but with it, but not complete. What you have to do, like there's something like this, is particularly worrying. Like where you've got the person, the correct reference, you've got a reporting verb, but you've got all this has not been paraphrased. This is a problem. Some people try to get out of the problem by putting in quotations. That doesn't work, because if you use quotations too much in such a short essay, you fall into plagiarism again. What you've got to do is spend longer on, like, don't work with internet sources because they'll come up. Even if you try to attribute what you found to somebody else. So, like, for instance, I don't know what this has come up as similarity to. This has come up to another university.
I downloaded this resources just Google Scholar. They are PDF. We are not. I'm not reference the text on the verbal page.
Right.
Why it called internet resources? It's just the PDF.
What I would do, I think what you've got to do is just like work harder on changing other people's words. Like, so for example, you've done the correct reference again. You've used a reporting verb, but actually the words are the same, either the same as Davis's or the same as somebody else's interpretation. So this comes up from a student paper as the same. Now your paraphrase shouldn't be the same. It shouldn't be anywhere near the same as somebody else's if you've done it properly.
That kind of possibility. This I reference these resources, and that website also reference the resources. We reference the same resources.
And
my reference is as same as
your paraphrase is the same as theirs, and that's the big problem. You're getting the referencing, but your problem is different from most, like most other people. They have both. They have a problem with the referencing and they have a problem with the paraphrase. You've got a problem with the paraphrase. You've got to really spend a long time making it as different as possible from the original. Keep the original thought, but you must change the wording. You must use all the different possibilities, and the paraphrase has been so bad this time round that we're going to have to do it again. Like, I'm not just talking about yours, it's other people's, and then as well everybody's paraphrasing is. But it's just a bit disturbing. Like, there's a lot coming up from student papers from other universities, a lot of similarity, and in a paper that's working properly there shouldn't be any similarity. There should be a little similarity.
You mean, Barbara, you mean such as this? I reference this this sentence.
But your wording was.
I absolutely should paraphrase and
Yeah,
sentence
you
is
must
by
paraphrase.
myself word,
Yes.
not use the raw word.
You must not
Raw
use.
word.
You must not use somebody else's paraphrase, or you must not use a repetition of the words of Davis. Either.
Can't use her word, his word. Just
No.
I must
No.
change the keyword
You must
into my
change.
word.
Not even more than the keywords. You must change the grammar. You must change the vocabulary. You must paraphrase.
Okay.
Yeah. You must change
But-
the word structure. Everything.
But sometimes that kind of change may not his meaning.
You've got to. That's why it's so hard.
Yeah.
You must retain the thought of Davis, but change the word order, change the grammar, change the vocabulary. The reason being, you need that authority because you do not have an academic position yourself.
Yeah.
You need that authority's thinking, but you need to show that you've read the thinking, understood it enough to change the wording, and to keep the original meaning. That is the art of paraphrase.
Okay.
If you can do a little tiny bit of, if you find something that is absolutely fantastic or classic or unchangeable, you can use quotation and then turn it in would be happy. You could have put Davis exclaimed, but you can only, this is 700-ish words, so maybe one short quotation. Some people have been going blah 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 blah. Quotations only no good. They're in plagiarism. They're in major plagiarism with that.
Okay.
So
before write this, when write this essay, I thought I believe that maybe use the word put here and put his name here. It's not.
No, it's a big problem.
Okay.
It's a big problem.
I think I have put his name here.
Yeah.
I
You
said
think that would be alright,
I was
wouldn't
said
you?
he said he claimed.
No, what you've done is you've still stolen his word. So don't worry, this time you know, and you'll never do it again, I'm sure, because you work very, very hard. Okay, don't worry, it's happened to another person who works hard in the class as well. It's just, you just don't do it again, because it gets, because if, it's very badly
so every time I use some people's sentence, I change it.
Vocabulary, grammar, word order, sentence structure. Change. But keep the meaning. Now that means that you must spend the most time in writing your essay on paraphrasing.
Paraphrase.
Yeah? You have got to paraphrase. Yeah? So it's a big, so summarize and paraphrase, mix. Okay, and keep the good referencing. Okay. So I've put so the good things are the thesis statement is matched by the content of the first sentence of the conclusion. That's good. Okay. Sources are double spaced and indented, but lack a heading and are not in complete alphabetical order. So what you've done is you've got the sources fine mostly, but there's no heading saying reference list.
Oh, that's the heading. Put here references. Just like this outline.
Yes, that's right.
Outline.
Those are the only two headings you need.
I need it. Okay.
You can write on it now if you wish, because
just like this.
Yeah, because I've already like that. Reference list.
Need this? No need.
No.
I should put it here or just here.
Just
in the sentence, in the center.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
You could do that.
Got that.
Reference
Got
list.
that.
Okay. The layout was good. The in-text references, that the ones that were, you know, with the reporting verb and the reference was good. You know, you've put for all of them, you've made it clear this kind of thing. Good. But you've got this is a major problem. If you have the references out of order, in terms of the name of the
order,
must be
capital
in
order.
That's right.
Can't order like that.
Yes, put in alphabetical order of author's name.
Author's name.
Yes, that's right. And it's great that you indented.
You mean I first reference such as feather. Second I reference Davis. So I put it first.
No. Alphabetical. Very good. Alphabetical. D-E-F.
Just like this.
H. Yes, that's right. Good. Yeah. Okay, they're not in complete alphabetical order, so there must be one that's out of order. I can't see. Yes, that's right. Rutherford and Rochelle are separated, so it's R-S-T, isn't it? So Rochelle should be in there.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So you must get it right.
This resources I put it later.
Yeah.
I have ordered all the references, but this I put it later, so I just put it here.
So you must
not order all the references.
Okay.
I forgot
Italics as well. When you've got the journal name, it's in italics. Anything that's published, it's in italics.
Okay.
You've missed out. Here's the publication. Wait a minute. Review of. Is that the name of the publication? That should also be in italics then.
Yeah.
Italics.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So you need to look again at the choices, either italics or underlining, for the name of the thing that's published.
Okay.
So you need to sort of recheck that.
Okay.
But you've got in the volume number and the issue number, you've got the page numbers, that's good. That's good. Okay.
I just copy the reference from the Google Scholar.
Don't do that because you don't know whether it's Harvard or not.
Oh.
There are many different systems. You have to check it against the style of Harvard. Yeah, you must use Harvard style. Okay. So some systems will not use italics, but ours does.
Okay.
Yeah, for the thing that is published, whether it's a book name or a journal name.
Okay.
You must check. Okay? Otherwise you'll be losing marks on referencing again. Okay. So when writing is clearly your own, it is clear and comprehensible despite style lapses. So you're writing clearly, but you're not often using your own writing, you're using somebody else's. So you must get used to
I use too much.
Raymond.
I use too much.
All Raymond from now on.
Yeah.
Much of each part of the outline, essay and reference list appears to be taken from internet sources. Apparently, cited sources are already secondary sources filtered through internet sources. The reference list is not in alphabetical order. I've put the punctuation on page 4. A colon cannot be placed between two semicolons. So, I don't know, I've probably drawn your attention to it. Page 4. Punctuation. When you've got two semicolons, a semicolon and there's another semicolon further down here, you can't put...
Can't use this.
You can't use
symbol.
You can't put this as well. Okay, because you've got a colon, and then you've got another colon. It's too complicated, this. You need to simplify and clarify the punctuation. Okay. All but one source is dated to the mid or late 1990s and is therefore rather elderly. Do you remember the 10-year sort of rule? 10, 12 years is okay, but with most non-classic sources, They need to be newish, around about 10 to 12 years old.
I use some resources is too old.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. Yeah.
That.
So, you know, I mean, it's not terrible, but next time a variety, some in the 20 teens, some in the 2000s, and so on, and work back from there. Number and concord, subject-verb agreement, they are problematic throughout. You have to check your writing and make sure. It's very easy. What should that be? What a student is greatly affected by. Learns. They say in grammar that S is the last thing to be learned by most students. That's why you've got to be extra careful and check all the way through for subject-verb agreement. Okay. Because and then please check for nouns as well. You need to be looking at whether the noun that you've put down is really a noun. So, for example, is really properly done. Now, number of teaching staffs. What should that be?
Teaching staff means teacher.
It should be staff. Staff is always written, although it is a collective noun, meaning several people or many people, it is always written as if it were singular. So in English you don't have staff. Okay? Alright, please sit with us. Okay. Conventionally expressed as plural in your reading. So check for nouns that are conventionally expressed. Like staff is always staff. Okay.
It's not academic.
It's not. No. Staff is always staff. It's not staff. Okay.
Staff means a lot of people. Okay.
Yeah, you don't put an S on it. You need to check for these nouns that are expressed as. Okay. In paragraph 2 of page 5, for paraphrase that appears to be a straight copy of the paraphrase of an internet source. Note-making summary and paraphrase in combination from the original text is the answer. Okay, so you need to note-make from a source you want to use. You need to summarize and you need to paraphrase. Okay, so you don't use the same words. Okay, thanks. Sorry. Okay, I'll write this up really quickly.